Hey guys, today I'll be unboxing the Yuxin 8 Petals, the Meilong 3x3, and the Rediminx. So I'm very excited to check this out because it'll be my first non-WCA puzzle. The box is nothing special, it's just a piece of plastic. Let's take a look at the puzzle itself. The shades are very nice. They're actually pretty similar to those on my GAN 249M. It has a nice matte feel to it, also very similar to the GAN 249M. The internals are made up of primary plastic. So let's get into some first turns. So this is basically a ready cube, but with rounded edges. The magnets are definitely really strong in this puzzle. Like, look at that, the piece just snaps right back into place. Wow. When I'm turning, I can definitely feel that magnetic bump. Now out of the box, this puzzle is pretty fast. But since the magnets are so strong, they kind of help slow it down a little bit. So let's go ahead and do a solve. So as I remember from the ready cube, you first have to solve any side. So I'll pick yellow. Next you have to solve the other side. Okay, what?
A few inches later. Day 2.
The heck?
One eternity later.
Yes, finally. So solving this is basically completely intuitive. You don't need any algorithms, which is why every solution is unique in its own way. And that makes it a very fun way to spend time. Anyway, for $12, this is a really great puzzle, and I would recommend it to anybody. Doesn't matter if you're just starting out with non-WCA puzzles or if you're really into it, get this cube. So the Rediminx's box is pretty much the same as the 8 Petals. Here's the cube itself. And there's also a pamphlet. I'm pretty sure these are instructions for how to solve it. But they're all in Chinese. So the Rediminx itself is a little bit bigger than my X-Men Galaxy V2 Megaminx. The shades are okay. They're pretty classic for cubing classroom puzzles. The texture of the sides is pretty smooth and matted. Let's do some first turns. So out of the box, this puzzle is really dry, and there definitely hasn't been much factory lubing. I can also notice that the way the sides turn on this puzzle is pretty much the same as on the 8 petals. Anyway, let's scramble this thing up and do a solve. So according to this instruction pamphlet, I first have to solve a side, then the first layer, the second layer, and the last layer. Let's go ahead and do that. So now onto the second layer. And now finally onto the last layer. Now there is a special case that you can run into where there are two flipped edge pieces. So there is an algorithm for that in the pamphlet. Let's go ahead and do it. And another time. And there's this. And one last time. So yes, at first the Rediminx can be quite challenging and tricky to solve, but once you understand it and get used to it, it becomes really easy. It is almost completely intuitive and requires only the one algorithm listed over here. Anyway, just like the Yuxin 8 Petals, this is a great non-WCA puzzle, and I would recommend it to every cuber out there. So I'm very excited to try out the Meilong 3x3 because I've heard a lot of people say how great it is for its price of only $4. The box is made out of thin cardboard and has drawings of the cube on its sides and also some text. Anyway, let's open it up. Here's the cube itself, and it also comes with a mini instruction pamphlet. It's basically the same as in any MoU cube. So my first impression of the cube itself is that there is no logo. The shades are pretty similar to my MF3RS 2. And it has a frosted feel to it. Let's do some first turns. So I can already tell that it is really dry and has not been at all factory lubed. Okay, so out of the box it is really fast. The tensions are pretty nice. It can definitely cut 40 degrees, 45, and barely 50. Reverse corner cutting is not so great. To get a more in-depth look at this puzzle, let's break it apart. So the core has triangle-shaped things on its corners, and the centerpieces are made up of primary plastic. The corner pieces have slightly chamfered interior edges. The edge pieces look pretty standard. And both the corners and the edges don't seem to have any tracks. They really look like the ones a budget puzzle would have. Anyway, let's reassemble this cube and do a solve. So I've had a few lockups during my solve, but I think that is because the cube is just so fast. And since it is not lubed, I am going to do so with a little bit of Martian. And let's break it in. So yes, when lubed, it feels much better. Unfortunately, I don't have any weight lube right now, so there is no way for me to slow this cube down. Anyway, if you don't have much money and if you want a good performing cube, you should definitely try out the Meilong 3x3. That was it. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to my channel. Also be sure to comment any new video suggestions that you would like me to do. Thank you for watching and see you next time.